Mining is hard work, but we pay a fair price for any ore you dig up. So it seems the milk drinkers were right. That dragon was nearly the death of us. All we can do now is rebuild. All right then.
Poor Rogie. If you're feeling charitable, buy the Nordham mead. He's good for it. He's been in Kynesgrove forever. Great storyteller. Keeps everyone's spirits up. Owes me a lot of coin for drinks. I keep telling him not to worry about it, but he's got the stubborn Nord blood. Damn fool doesn't have the coin to pay me back, so he just beats himself up over it, and then he gets thirsty and it cycles all over again. If you could convince him that I don't care about his tab, it'd certainly make me feel better. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. See ya.
The mine's always on the verge of collapse. Good thing I'm around to keep it up. Nosy one, huh? I was a mage back in Morrowind. I lend my talents to the mines here, helping them keep the tunnels safe. By Azura, it gets hot in there. I use frost salts for a potion to keep the heat bearable, but I'm out. If you want to go to the trouble, feel free. I suppose I could offer you a bit of free alteration training when you get back. Safe travels.
Seen the remnants of the grove? That? Well, that was me. Me and my sister. We got the mill up and running before we found out that the big stand of trees on the hill was sacred. Now we can't cut them, and we can't afford to buy another mill somewhere else. So we scrounge whatever we can from around the tundra. Until next time.
If you bring me... Yes, I've wandered a bit, but I always come back to Kynesgrove. My clan was one of the first to settle here. Legend says that my forefather, Lena, discovered the mines after he stumbled into a dark cave to relieve himself. Too much mead. Of course, there's another story of Lena losing the family shield in a different cave. So it depends on who you believe. According to my grandfather, at least. He swore that version of the legend was true. Even found the cave old Lena stumbled into. Hey, if you find it, I could show you some of the clan's favorite fighting moves. They're all shield techniques. What do you think I am? A beggar? My family has always paid back every single coin we owed, going back to Tiber Septim's time. A true Nord would settle it himself. But at least this way Idra gets her coin. Thank you. Tell her I'll be fine. Well, a lifetime of study, you might say. The best comes from rifting. But I haven't been there in years. Ever tried making your own? It's, not easy, trust me. Hopefully that story about Lena's shield is true.
I've never seen you before. Leave me alone. My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me.
I visited the meaderies of Riften once as a lad. Wish I had their skill.
I hope you'll stay. It'll be good to not have to hear him whining about his debts. Rogie pawned a few of his things back when he still had things to pawn. Take them. See ya.
I'll head back home if you need me.
You're home! Let's play a game! Aww.
Honored to see you again, my Thane. Lead the way.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards. That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
I've got your back. All right, what is it? What do you need? I'm right behind you. I'll head back home if you need me.
Yes? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. I'll give you a few more minutes. I can't wait here all day. It's my neck on the line, remember? You ready yet? I need to get... Before I missed. Remember, you won't have anything except what I smuggle in for you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've gotta go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy.
I'll take care of the rest.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy.
I'll take care of the rest.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Grove this time.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle? Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
nice little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, Mom. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh.
I'm just doing my duty.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
These stormwolves are nothing more than...
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
It's good practice. Most people barely notice what I'm playing.
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim. Don't mention the guild. In fact, it's better if you don't speak to me at all. This is not the place. Have you learned nothing about me? I have dealings with everyone. Now leave me. I don't want to arouse suspicion by talking to someone that clearly doesn't belong here. Until next time.
What can I get for you? Here you go, Miss Colovian Brandy. Until next time.
At least Ulfric's men are willing to fight for their principles, barbaric as they may be. There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Tholmor. Until next time.
The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone. Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance, solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl. What's your name, dear?
Ah, Brayler, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Ah, thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir. I hope you're enjoying yourself, ma'am. Until next time.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, pardon me, friend. I didn't see you standing there. Allow me to introduce myself. Rosalind, imports and exports by trade. Observer of human nature by avocation. Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me.
I've heard those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are.
Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
They're probably trying to scare us into giving them more
Is
money.
that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine.
Is my stuff.
Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. I propose a toast to Ellenwyn.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her.
So far, so
But
good.
again,
Let's hope. We saw us slip out.
figuratively,
We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder.
get your hands off me.
Just stay close and let me... We need talking, got it?
Wouldn't
Follow.
want to send our Thalmor over towards Woodwind. Someone bring me a drink, quick.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead. Lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed. Good
Did
luck.
you see those robes?
You're on your
mentioned
own
this
now.
morning. Who are they with? More of the emissaries' enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself. Finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, you never should have come. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows what... Man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks. In the end. Now...
Stop, please. I don't know anything else. Don't you think I'd have told you already?
Silence. You know the rules. Do not speak unless spoken to. Master Rollindil will ask the questions. Let's begin again.
know. For pity's sake. I've already told you everything.
Start at the beginning, as usual. If you persist in this stubbornness,
I was just
I'll have...
catching my breath. Why wouldn't I tell you again? I don't even know anything. There's an old man. He lives in Riften. He could be this Esbern you're looking for, but I don't know. He's old and seemed kind of crazy. That's all I know.
You're...
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. Hey, haven't I seen you around the flagon? I never expected to see another guild brother down here. They grabbed me in the rat way. The nerve of these bastards. They need to be taught a lesson. I damn well hope so. If it helps you twist them up, I'm glad to help. They're after some old guy named Esbern. Something to do with dragons. I gathered it from listening to them talk when they thought I was out. I've seen a guy in Riften who they seem to think is him. Not much to go on. I don't even know where he lives or his name, but they seem pretty excited about it. That's it. Now, let's get out of here. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm
traitor!
dead out.
Slowly.
I'll see you burn!
Behold the future!
You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon in the Ratway. It's at least a good starting point. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn, but we'd forgotten why. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left of the Blades, and you're the Dragonborn. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one of them back in the ground. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity. The Great War. Only 30 years passed and already ancient history to most people. Seems to me like it just ended. It's never really ended for me. But to answer your question, the White Gold Concordat was the fancy name they put on the peace treaty between the Empire and the Thalmor. It ended the war and saved the Empire to fight another day. Also trampled on the sacred name of Talos, and gave the Thalmor free rein to stamp out Talos worship throughout the Empire. There's no simple answer to that. You want the long version or the short version? They're the rulers of the Aldmeri Dominion, what used to be the imperial provinces of Somerset Isle and Valenwood. The Thalmor take the arrogance of high elves to the extreme. They believe they are the rightful rulers of all of Tamriel. For a century or more, the Thalmor had been picking away at the Empire. Valenwood was the first, then the province of Elsewhere. But even the Blades didn't see the Great War coming. We underestimated the Thalmor, and they destroyed us.
Ah, you made it. Good to see you, my friend. I'll never forget how you saved my life from those
Been doing a
Thalmor
few jobs
maniacs.
for Vex. How about you?
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
So, feeling loose? How about you run a job for me? Need a few spare septums? I got the... Unbelievable. You must be the first person to set eyes on all 24 of them in... well, the last 2 eras. When I told you the set had to be complete, I left out a small detail. I honestly didn't think you'd ever get this far. If the stones were remounted on the crown, it would be of great benefit to the Thieves' Guild. Not exactly. The crown is what the guild calls a paragon, an object that enhances our thieving abilities. At least that's what I'm told it does. There hasn't been a paragon in this guild for hundreds of years. I have it on good authority that the crown is within Tolvald's cave, dropped by a Dunmer caravan leaving Morrowind long ago. If you could bring it back, we could restore the paragon, and reap its benefits. If we want to stay on top in Skyrim, the guild needs that paragon back. Without it, we're just a bunch of petty thieves.
Good news. I found that dwarven hammer you were looking for.
You did? Thanks. I'll
These
get you
jobs
the
aren't
rest of your
gonna
coin
finish
by
themselves.
tomorrow.
Yeah, funny about that. The price was 100 higher than I expected.
Beckel, you have no shame. I'll get you the rest like I said. I want that hammer.
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you? Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you?
So, you're... lot of people looking for him. Don't know his name, but he's paid good money for nobody to know he's down here. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him. Dangerous-looking elves who didn't give their names. Draw your own conclusions. Aye. That one, right there, walking out the door. He was one of them asking about that old man you're looking for.
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you?
Just getting jumpy, I guess.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. Ah, indeed. Indeed. I do remember. Delphine really is alive. You'd better come in then. Tell me how you found me, and what you want. This'll just take a moment. This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more. There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. Give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... No useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annuan? One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
stone, bucket, book, knife. No, never find me.
Who's there?
You can't hide from me.
Seems I still remember my old...
Who's there?
Can't hide from me. Cannot elude us, fool. You can't hide from me.
I'm getting too old for this.
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you?
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to...
Delphine. Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Let's see what Esbern has to say. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh yes, dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Alduin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Alduin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Alduin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blades archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. From Riverwood? The road south through Falkreath is the most direct route. Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth, and then approach from the west. Either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are everywhere. Best be careful. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.